Right. All right, welcome back, everyone, to the second season of the University Alliance Cup featuring Valorant, where the top 12 collegiate Valorant teams in the Philippines are all here competing to raise the campus torch, a prize pool of over 100,000 pesos. The right to call themselves the best in the country and scholarships. We're going to be your casters for the second game. I am Nausicaa. I'm here with Juicy Brucey.
Hello.
What do we have to say about that first game?
Gearbox, they need to get oil. You know, they gotta oil that gear properly this time. I mean, Virtus Arcers, they did take game number 1, so there are more chances for Gearbox to maybe download the information needed. Like, hey, it's their first match going up here in the season because they were from different groups. And I think for Gearhawks, they were like, oh, there's like the gameplay that they're doing. It might be a different map. I think the play style would still be the same. Wilson, take care of the flanks. That's what they have to take care of. Germanium really needs to get like elements better with him. And Ian Desu, he is playing really well as a defender, if I may say. He's getting all the frags, getting all the kills. So we're going to be going for map picks right now, both Haven and Split. Looks like they want Haven as much.
They're going to go Split this time for the second game. That's going to be interesting. I'm actually interested to see what agent compositions we're going to see because, you know, we saw the Sky Sova come through in that previous game. I'm wondering if that's something they're confident to pull off as well. From what I know, you know, we don't usually see Sova used as much on a map like Split, but we will find out, you know, what the agent select will be. But like you said, Juicy Brucey, we definitely want to see Gearhawks, you know, get their gears going really here, especially Germanium for their team.
I'm going to get a 3. Oh, look at this. Pick him. Everybody's voting for Gearhawks. Am I right? I can't read numbers well.
That's definitely support coming through from Gearhawks. You know, for those who were watching the previous game, you saw a lot of shoutouts as well coming through. The support cannot be questioned here from the community of the Gearhawks. They're definitely 100% supporting Gearhawks here. Not to say that there aren't any fans coming through, of course, though, from DLSU, but you can see on the shoutouts right now, you know, from TUP-M Fanboy. And he's not the only one. You know, you're seeing chat as well. Just so many supporters, of course, also from DLSU. You've got supporters of VA Tan. I'm seeing a copy pasta coming through right now for VA Tan, like being just spammed there on the chat. You know?
It's VA Tan and it's Sausage. I mean, they just put their cursor over Sausage and it's like they're holding hands. I would understand that. Sausage has been playing really well. I mean, he did get some clutches pretty well. 1-0 is currently the score now for Virtus Arcus against Gearhawks. Approaching game number 2 on our first series for today. First day of the playoffs right here, 18th of April. Nausicaa, who's like your bet for grand finals? Who do you want to see? I mean, like, personally, I want to see like defending champion versus like the newbies, you know, like the new people take the throne away. So yeah, I would say Virtus Arcus, but I can't tell who the other one is.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think that storyline of the previous champions facing the new blood, I think that's definitely what all of us want to see. You know, to be explicit, that would be, you know, DLSU, who did win season 1. Them facing USC, for example, has just been so dominant throughout this whole season. It's just going to be such an interesting match to see. But there's also, you know, so many other interesting timelines. LG Esports, for example, of course, was a finalist in the previous season. As you can see on the bracket, they are going to be facing Valiant Archangels for tomorrow's match.
How? It's How. I like their name, How, dude. Holy Angels University. But again, I still want to do note, Tamaraos FX, dude, they're still one of the better teams that whoever is going to be facing them have to be very, very careful. Tamaraos, man, they were in a nearly winning streak until they faced off against USC Warriors Arena. That was the only team that dropped them off. Again, I want to do note this one. Warriors Arena, they never lost a match yet. 5-0 in the group stages. Just look at that, man. Getting that 30, bro, but they got 65 points in our standings. So that just means that they're one of the competitors that are very fierce. You know?
Yeah, definitely just showing, I think the common sentiment I was getting, you know, they're showing to be that they're kind of on a different league almost, you know, from the other teams. So they're just crazy aggression. And I think the words, you know, from the interview earlier with DLSU was firepower, you know, from the team. Is that really what stands out?
So yeah, I think which is the current roster right now. We are to talk about the teams currently playing. Virtus Arcus, Gearhawks. I think we've as spectators, we have downloaded the kind of play style that they're going for. We have. But when you're inside the playing field, it's a lot more different. It's hard to tell what's going on. They could be changing their tactics right away. So it's a lot harder for them to check the proper peaks or everything. But anyway, here we are in our, composition. It's they're gonna be locking in their agents soon. And Des will be the Killjoy this time.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, let's see what else they decide to lock in. I'm seeing a bit of hovering over Breach, which is also another agent we saw back in the tournament. Yoru, I highly doubt, we haven't seen much of that agent, both in competitive and even just in, well, maybe you see him in your solo queue games every now and then, but definitely not something we see as frequently in compet.
If they only changed like Yoru's fake steps, he would be a better man. Not to say that he's bad, but just the footsteps irks me. Like you would never understand a person just walking in forward with footsteps super loud. They're not loud foots, especially in this tier, in this elo. But
Astra and Breach both coming through here from Gearhawks. Okay, so it seems like Gearhawks are very open to just trying out a bunch of things. I think to keep in mind, for those who are tuning in maybe for the first time or who weren't around throughout the whole season, we've had a 2-week break. And since then, Astra, Viper, all of them have been changed quite significantly. And so this is going to be a very interesting match, as it is going to be a full lock-in. We're going to see a double duelist. But also, there's no Sova. There's no Omen.
Triple duelist.
Oh, wait, right.
Wilson, why? You were the fake Sentinel.
It's going to be such an interesting match. Gearhawks, despite being, on the back foot here in this second game against Viridius Arcus, we're going to see a very interesting team composition come through for them.
All right, here we go. Starting it off. All right, Nausicaa. Let's not be nauseous because this will be split. All right, excited for everything now. Germanium, wow, going for that instant ghost.
Yeah, I mean, on the side of DLSU, we're seeing a standard team composition come through. You see this all the time. It's the Reyna Jet, and then you've got the Killjoy, Omen, and Ray. So this is nothing new, although maybe it is new that it's a triple duelist this time. Sometimes you would get a different agent on that slot, like Sage, I think.
This reminds me of USC Warriors Arena's gameplay. The Jet into Raze into like the Reyna. Somebody blind, something going forward, but they're not doing the same strategy. There's no shotguns this time.
All right, comes through. Germanium gonna be chipped down, and actually he's gonna be taken out there. It's now gonna be a 3v4 here. The attackers have the advantage. You can see them already here on A side, going for the plant nearby elbow. A bit of turret chip damage there from V8 Tan. Onto this Jet, looking for the kill in this. Oh, unable to win out that duel. And now it's on Gwelson here, going for the flank onto A main, as he does. We've seen him do this a bunch of times, but now let's see if they can secure this round.
Sounds pretty low, gets a headshot. He will get So Sad. So Sad is out. Gwelson moves in forward, over the site, will get down the breach, will be clipped down by Prance. Only one remaining right now as it's Stan. GHH, he gets the kill.
Oh, nice. Great start there from TUP to win this first round in this half. Again, keep in mind they are kind of on the back foot because they lost the previous game, but that round is definitely going to be a bit of a good start here to kick things off. We saw Gwelson, so keep in mind, Gwelson was the Killjoy in the previous game, and now he is switching over. He said, you know what? I'm popping off. Guys, give me that Reyna.
Give me that Reyna. He wants to get those kills. He wants to devour. He wants to be the empress of kills this time, but so far it's still the first few rounds. We're still in our second round, so it's not yet, the high time for this Reyna to pop off.
Yeah, definitely. Now let's see them approaching here on mid. It's going to be a split through Heaven and B main. Right now, we see most of the team here from Viridius Arcus are finally catching onto this. Franz finds the kill there onto Tan, and now it's going to be a trade there. 3v4 as Germanium slowly.
Behind you! Savvy 8K gets the classic kill with a headshot too. Savvy 8K gets down the Spectre. 3-4-2 right now as Gearhawks will be instantly planning. Over at default. 2-4-3. Let's not count out the breach too much. He has very low HP, but he can still get the one tap if he will be more than lucky. Oh, gets the kill, Savvy 8K.
Nice kill there from Savvy. Now Rico walking in as well. 2v2 here as Breach is waiting here on the backside. Trant waiting on the bomb. Oh, Rico finds the headshot, but of course the Spectre is going to win that one out. And like that, it is going to be a 2-0 lead now for
Again,
the Gearhawks.
I said, let's not count out Breach, who's his really low HP, manages to get the final clip. Man. All right.
Looking good here from the Gearhawks. Now we are going to see the full buys, though, coming through. Well, sort of full buys come through here from DLSU. Susich and Rico are going to have to go for the half shields, as they are going to be buying that Paranoia as well as a bit of utility on their end for defense. But right now, we will see the Spectres. Looks like so sad on this Astra. Oh, okay, going to opt for the full shield as well.
What? Oh, go for the headshots. Nope, doesn't get the kill. Proper peeks right there, but unable to get through. Moving in forward right now, Gearhawks, they are in Garage. There, it's a 5-stack moving in forward. There's already Germania moving in. They will see the Omo will get the shots. The Nanostorm will be there to damage him down, but Iron Desu will get down Wilson along the way. Savvy 8K pops in the knife, switches to the Vandal. Good moving forward. Covers will be there. Savvy 8K has to check properly the left side. Somebody's waiting for them. Here, Gearhawks will be planning instantly. 3-4-5.
Oh man, and keep in mind, DLSU went for the full buy here. If they lose this round, that's really gonna hurt their economy. Now we'll see slowly, just playing it slow, trying to find the pick maybe. We see V8 coming in through from spawn, but doesn't find the pick just yet. He's spotted out by the bot there, so they know that someone is waiting, and now it's all of a sudden so sad out 2v4.
Oh, gets the kill! No! The boom ball wasn't able to see it down. Pain shells zooming near. Thrown in France. Lands up the rope. Sees down where Tan is looking for him. Will not get the kill. Will get the shot covered by the boom bot, but not enough as GHX Addy will take down Tan. 3-0 already for Gearhawks. They have switched their gears and they're moving in full throttle.
Oh man, and you know, we were saying we were hoping to see Germanium get in the zone, but right now, France with a 7-1, who was on the Sova. You know, he was on the Sova in the previous game, so just really a whole different
new world
approach. Yeah, we're getting here from the Gearhawks, just really switching gears, if I may say, here in this second game. And right now, they're starting off with a 3-0 lead, a lot of damage as well to the economy of DLSU, who had to go for the Sheriffs, and we're seeing a pause come through. Just to double check, this is it a tactical pause? No announcements just yet on what this pause is, but it is definitely going to be a good start here for the Gearhawks.
Anyway, Nosuke, I got a question for you. Nosuke.
All right.
Want to get better at FPS games?
Definitely.
Our partners at the Meta are helping us give away 4 keys to Kovac, the world's most advanced aim trainer, to 4 lucky viewers of today's broadcast. All you have to do is share the stream on your socials with the team you're cheering for, and we'll announce a winner at the end of the day.
All right, that's your chance, people in the chat, to improve your game, your FPS skill.
To mix things up.
As I'm sure thank you very much, Kovac, and of course the rest of our sponsors, Logitech G, also one of our thankful sponsors here. Now Germanium going into the side. Seems like it's a full committal onto A, but V8 he misses the knives despite going for the flank, and now it's a 4v4. A huge there for Tan to miss those.
That was so close. He could have been Ninja. He could have been Yondaime Minato right there, but no, unable to get the kills, dude. The Kunais, they were in tag with the Reaper Seal or anything. Gwelson with the Sheriff will get the kill. Gets the edge over to Iron Desu, the only one remaining. A Sheriff in the dream. Gwelson, the only man standing there, gets the Vandal too. Checks down Heaven. Moving in forward. The towers are clear. Gwelson can be moving in forward. Germanium there. He has the blade sword, but I don't think he will be using it. Abby will get down the fault line, trying to stun down Gwelson along his tracks, but so sad is there. Moving in forward. Gwelson, really strong enough, but Addy gets the clip, takes down Gwelson.
Oh man, I do not want to be Tan in that situation. Just so close. Again, that was the second time we've seen a Jet just kind of hover between, you know, an unfortunate moment and a highlight clip to be remembered for all time. Unfortunately,
not like
the knife to miss. That is going to be an up, actually, though, coming through here for Tan on the defense, and he is going to be holding what I think is B main here, maybe for an aggressive angle. But man, DLSU, they're behind by 4, and we see the ult is up as well for Breach here.
Already in. Germanium could still be the same tactic. Here comes the shocking throwing thunder. Germanium will be moving it forward. Sees down. Rico gets the kill. Moving it forward too. Savvy 8K gets down Prats. 4-4-3 right now. Gearhawk's really getting a footing right now. Savvy 8K gets down Zosat. 2-4-3 right now. Gearhawk's the only one remaining. Savvy 8K pops in the showstopper. Gets it moving it forward. Tries to get the kill. No, he will not get anybody. Savvy 8K pops in the classic. Tries to check down the corners. Ayandesu is there waiting for the corner. 30 HP only left. He will try to go for the lockdown. The only one remaining for Gearhawks. Savvy 8K moving it forward though. There will be a defuse who will try to go for the shots. He will get the kill. 1-for-1 right now. It's Tad versus the Gearhawks. Only one person will not get the kill. Ayandesu dies. Even gets the defuse. In time for the lockdown to be out.
Oh man, that was very, very close there. But finally, you know, DLSU are able to find a round for themselves. Unfortunately, the op did drop in that previous round. But we see here, you know, he finds the kill. But unfortunately, that is the stick there from Tan to secure that round for the team. So let's see if DLSU can keep this momentum going. They did break the momentum, clearly, of Gearhawks though.
Yeah, but that was a very close call. It was thanks to Savvy 8K's, you know, aggression. Oh, moving it forward, Andy will get the kill with the Wilson.
Oh, okay, 2 early kills there on the attacker side. Savvy gonna have to be careful here at mid. Gonna take out the bot, but clearly everyone's just bombarding this side of the map with bullets. Susage though gonna find a pick there onto Prans, and now it's gonna bring things closer to even. 3v4 right now.
All right, Savvy. Moving forward. Already inside the starry clouds. I don't know what it's called, but it's very starry, so yes.
Definitely in control of the cosmos here. And, you know, this Astra, we've been seeing, you know, and those who do or have experience on Astra, just kind of spreading out the stars, the placement of the stars so that the team doesn't know what to expect.
I love the creative process of Astra. How about we put a literal god in people who throws bombs and fires, you know? It's like putting somebody who has to take control of the cosmos. I love it. Addy, 7 HP. With only that, he will try to go for the flash. Sosa just there waiting in the pockets. Will get the kill. 3Ks, but Sosa will be there to finish him off. 2-for-1 right now. Ayandesu will be able to reclaim himself with only 16 HP. Will he get the kill? He will. Savvy 8K is out of the game. Bots will be there, going to be placed forward, and he will try to go for the spike.
Check out man.
Or is this it?
16
Rico?
HP.
Oh, the nanoswarm will be there. The plant will be more than there too.
10 seconds left.
10 seconds left. Ayandesu will get the kill. He will with the wall bangs. Rico really patient with that play. Will get the 2 points.
He eats every single bullet there from the turret just so he can get the approach onto the side. But I mean, at that point, right, who cares? You secure the round. You bring it to 2-4. Now DLSU, once again, able to carry things over onto the next round. Looking at the buys, they are still able to afford rifles, except for Guelson here. Oh, actually, he is still going to go for the Phantom. Just going to have to sacrifice a couple of half shields. You have to give it to Susage there, though, in that round. Really just able to get the 3K, kind of stop the push there onto B main.
He was able to. It was really good. Oh, Addy. Oh, the rest of Gearhawks, they're going for Sheriffs now. Look at this.
All right. Going to be a save. So they can go for the full buy in the next round.
That was close. Okay.
All right. Let's see what the approach is here. It looks like most of the members of DLSU are rotating to B, but actually, no one's committed just yet. So if TUP decide to go for a push onto A... Oh, never mind. Looks like DLSU changed their minds. They know that this isn't a commitment yet from Gearhawks.
Okay, there's a lot of things happening at A right now. There's like so much traps, you know, being laid out. Flash will be there. Germanium, the Blade Storm. He'll be moving it forward to heaven. Here comes another Flash moving it forward. He did flash his very own teammate, so they got to be careful. Savvy 8K with the blast back trying to check everybody. Who also will get down Ayandesu. Cloudburst will be there. Savvy 8K waiting patiently. Tad will get down so sad.
Slowly, attackers getting picked off here. There's only 3 left, and Breach is really low right now.
Time gets France too.
Oh man, this is
fake rope.
Player standing.
Oh, he was really low. Rico gets it down. Flawless. But Virtus Arcus 3-4. They're Gearhawks slowly losing their lead. Just 1 point away.
Yeah, I mean, you know, definitely Valorant, as many people will know, is definitely a game of momentum. At least though, you know, TUP, they did go for the save there. So they were just hoping to get a couple of frags, maybe even a plant, just to help with the money and the economy. But right now, they are going to go for those full buys. See the rifles come through. Half shield for Addy, but that's fine. Just going to be going for the flash and utilities. Looks like they're going to go for this A rush again. Let's see if it works the third time.
I think they will. Germanium.
Oh.
Already there. We gotta check it out. You're right, sir.
Want to find
Be
it?
careful. Boom ball over there. Addy clips down Guelson, moving in forward. The ult from the Astra will be there. Takes down the bot to Germanium. He will. Nano Storms will be committed. Blinding. A few of the lights there over there. Germanium sees down Rico. Rico's out. No bullets will be passing through this wall. Very, very big wall right now. Gearhawks, they really want to keep this lead to themselves. Germanium on the bottom. And Shadows trying to casually check it out. Sausage will be there over at screens.
Okay, the wall's just expired, so there is a chance here for the retake. The Blade Storm is up for DLSU here. But at the same time, you've also got the ult from Breach, so once he sees them commit, all he has to do is pop that ult.
Oh, close. Savvy 8K. Gets down with France. Moving in forward, V8 the only one remaining. Just the firing squad from Gearhawks takes them down.
All right, that was a really nice mix-up there. You know, they had the Astra ult, you just had to put it up. You defend yourself from so many angles. You know, Ramps Heaven, and probably even CT, or rather Spawn are covered there. You just have to put up the smoke from Spawn, and just like that, you've got, you know, pretty much clear sight. Right now, it's 3-5, and we still have 2 ults from Gearhawks, so they could commit to B here and still secure this round.
Yeah, that's true.
Keep it cool.
A lot of ults
That's how
from
you
these
survive.
guys. They have like the Rolling Thunder. They also have the Lockdown. So more chances for Gearhawks to really get 6 points. 3-6, if I may say. Germanium could be moving in forward. He is gonna tailgate, I guess, but he does hear the boom bot. Oh, that was from the ally. Oh, he will get the kill. He will get the shot. You will take down Germanium with him. Rolling Thunder will be there, unable to get the kill. Showstopper will be taking down Susan. France gets the kill. Sammy 8K with the flight, but no. Iron Desu says, get out of my sight. We'll get down the kill. France over at ropes. Now everybody else also will try to go for the headshots. He will take down Prance. 3-4-2 right now. Plan already has been done. Spike is there. Tries to go for the wall. That's Gelson. Not enough. Gelson will get another headshot to Solsad. Solsad is out. The only one remaining right now, Gelson. The rest of Iron Desu and Gearhawks, they will not try to go for this one. Oh, look at the nasty damage. That stun into like the nano swarm, it just hurts so much. 34 is the HP of Guelson right now. He doesn't have any devour lip. He only has Lear, and that's about it. He will be checking down Garage, trying to go for more, but Iron Desu with a perfect placement gets down Guelson. He is out. 6-3 is the score for Gearhawks.
Oh man, the damage that Guelson took from the stun and the nano swarm. I'm glad I wasn't that guy in that moment. That was so much damage there. I was about to say, you know, he had the heal and there was a possibility for the clutch. But I guess, you know, that's just DLSU proving me wrong. Or rather, TUP proving me wrong. They were able to hold that down, and now it's a 3-6 lead. Still a pretty healthy lead. You know, 3 rounds up, and they have the lockdown as well. So TUP, you know, finding themselves good, healthy lead here. Right now, they will be pushing up mid, while the Killjoy, maybe Ian Des is looking for a flank of his own here.
Okay, I love this. Tan is the operator. Oh! Gets the kill. Close. Man. Man. Germanium. Could be moving in forward. This time? No? Flash is over there. Oh, look at the nano swarms. Oh, alarm bot. He was able to trigger it. Pretty good.
All right, let's see. That is one person down here and no ults left. There isn't a lockdown. So let's see if they can still make this work. Getting a couple of shots there from Savvy. Close to Mail, but they are going to jump down finally onto site. Let's see if they can get the plateau. The trade comes through. Sushir gets one, but he's taken out by Sosad. Now it is a 4v3. Lockdown is up for the defense here.
Empress activated. Let's check it out right now. So sad. Has not much ults right now. Killjoy will be using in the lockdown. Lear is there being prepared by Guelson out of the moment. Rico gets the kill. Guelson 2 on the other side. It's Gearhawks. My, how the tables have turned. He's the only one remaining. Addy will get the shots. No, he will get down Guelson. 2 for 3 right now. He's going to get for more. Operator shots will be missing, but the defuse is there. He gets the kill. Tan has to run away. Not able to save his operator as Addy gets the shot. We'll take down the battle with him too.
Oh man, all right, DLSU. Now at this point, it seems like the game is going to be going back and forth here. Juicy Brucey between these two.
13-11 prediction coming through.
It might just, honestly, it's looking like a pretty good situation to end up with a 13-11. Looking at the buys, seems like slightly broken full buy. We got a couple of half shields But for the side of TUP, they will be able to afford the full shields as well as the rifles. You can see though on the pick-em, slowly DLSU fans catching up in terms of the support there on the pick-em. Germanium going into the site.
Gets the kill. Oh, no. Also moving in forward again. Soulside will be getting down to only one remaining. It's Ayandetsu. Flawless. Well, what move? I think they were saving, right? They were saving. That's why they moved in.
Man, I'm not sure. I looked at the buys. I'm pretty sure that was a full buy across the board. But Guelson and VA Tan just pretty much erased them there. At that point, able to take out most of the members. Unfortunate that the bomb took out Tan there. I think at the last minute from Savvy. Just things that happen when you've got a raise as your teammate. But regardless, they're able to secure that round. And just like that, there was a pretty healthy 3-round lead here for the Gearhawks. But now, one more round to go, and it's going to be even here.
All right. The rest of Gearhawks moving forward to B. I think there might be a possibility of a 6-5. I mean 7-5 or a 6-6. It all depends on this round. This is the last half, by the way.
Ooh. Let's see what they decide to do here. We're seeing the flank come through right now from Guelson on this Reyna. Oh, he's taken out. Addy spots him. Good sense there from Addy, taking notes from the first game.
Yeah, it is Guelson, the tactical Guelson move to just flank, get some kills. But this time they have downloaded that information. All of Gearhawks right now like Cypher. They have neural uplinked, uploaded everything in the brains. And he knows exactly where he is. Oh, Rolling Thunder. This might be the moving in forward from Gearhawks, but no! Like stopping the push with a nano sword. The move on! Gonna give it 2 seconds. The paint up through. They will get the kill press. They headshot over to Rico. 2 for 4 right now. That's DLSU University. They have to be very careful. Another headshot from press will be there. And get the 4K. Sends the kill. 7-5 to go halfway score. Showstopper to style it, everybody.
Switching sides.
Oh man, Pranz clearly the MVP of that round. You saw him throw out the boombot. I think, coming from the perspective of Virtus Arcus, Susich thought he was safe from the TP, but he had no idea that the paint shells were going to land on the destination of his TP, and that's going to be 5-7. Gearhawks still in the lead here. We thought it might have evened out here, but right now, you're starting this next half with a lead. It's kind of a vice versa situation right now. Switching places, Gearhawks now with a pretty nice lead, and we'll see if they can keep it going. DLSU this time are going to be on the attack, and this time, they've got a triple duelist comp. So when you're on the attack, this is definitely the ideal position to be in. Let's see if Gearhawks will be able to keep up with this.
All right, here we go. Savvy 8K, really strong right now, moving in for the boom bot. He will be able to destroy. Savvy 8K takes down the Raze, raises the ground with him.
And just like that, able to create some space here on the side, though ENS is still waiting here on elbow. And they decide to just grab
Guelson.
The alt orb. Oh, yeah, Guelson getting a kill onto Addy, and now they're just going to be a choice of A or B. Seems like the answer is B here for DLSU. We see the rotation.
A locomotive motion coming in from DLSU University. Rico gets down Germanium.
All right, side is clear. Yeah, Guelson able to clear this one out, although he's only on 30 HP. Doesn't matter because there's only 2 members left here from the Gearhawks, and Savvy goes for the plant. He's still safe here.
Moving in forward, so sad. All right, the plan is going to be successful. What's the retake plan for Gearhawks right here? With only 2 members left.
Yeah, and I highly doubt that there's any stars left too for our Astra here. So it's going to be a lot of luck needed to try to secure this one. He just tries to find it, but it's going to be taken out, and now it's so sad. Going to go down as well. Sutic finds the last one. Just like that, DLSU starting off strong, really strong, and dominant with that first one. It's a flawless round, and we saw Savvy and Tan just kind of dash in together there on A side.
A while ago in the panel, we did note. I mean, in Oscar, you did know that TUP Manila, they do have high stats as defenders.
Yes.
So we're gonna be seeing it right now. I think I'm not sure the stats. Maybe Virtus Arcus also has a stat of really good attackers. Who knows? So it's like a rock meet an unstoppable object meet something force, whatever that saying is. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. I can see the saying. I see what you're trying to say. Yeah, DLSU, they have a 62% attacker win rate, so that's obviously quite high on the attacker win rate. Obviously, also because of the results of the group stage. We'll see though if they can bring things back into their favor since they are still around behind here against TUP.
So sad. With only a classic and a dream, it is the first half round. Oh, there we go. Spectre's getting down. So sad is out. One of the kills right here. Savvy 8K takes down Abby. 4 for 3 right now. It's going on. They will not get the shots, Gearhawks, as it's only 2 left, and they have to converge from A to B. Ray's going to be chased down over to Screech and get the shots. Wilson with a headshot takes down Prance. Only one remaining right now is Rico.
Oh man, just an aggressive walk up onto the site there. Killjoy is trying to find the kill. I think Wilson actually finds him. He's still got 100 HP. Oh, finds the Spectre. Matan able to catch him looking at the shiny object, and he is going to catch him off guard there. It's 7-7. Just like that, you know, we're pretty much on a reset here. Juicy Brucey. It's 7-7 for both teams. No one is in the lead. Things are even. Looking at the buys, we do have a good number of rifles. Prance opting for the judge at first, but he is going to switch instead to that rifle. Thought he was going to go for the cheesy shotgun strats, but looks like we are going to play things standard here. Take note, it is going to be DLSU on the bonus round, so they are going to save the Spectres, see what they can get with this.
Oh, fault line. Oh, look at the damage again. Another combo from these guys. With a stun into like something that goes a lot of DPS, they get it. Wilson very low right now. That skirmish over at mid. Oh, moving it forward. Oh, what a bad time to switch guns.
All right, just like that, though. 3 members left here from DLSU on the attacking side. Wilson taken out, man. TUP really just took full control of mid, but because they did that, they gave up control of heaven there. And now that's going to be Savvy finding the pick, just looking for when he has a showstopper. Going to be an easy kill there on to Germanium. And just like that, 2 for 2, things are even.
Things are even. I mean, it was Gearhawks leading the charge right there a while ago. It looks like Viridis Arcus, they are able to move in forward with a 2 for 2 situation right now, and they're going to be going for the plant. No ults from both sides. Oh, he's got tagged just a bit.
They know that one is in heaven. Not sure if anyone's in spawn, though the smoke is there. This could be a win for either team, though. Every round is going to count at this point because things are on even ground. They find the pick, though, with a Spectre on the so sad. Ian Des, though, going for the flank. Gonna pull a glove. Is
it real? Nice communications. Have the 8K they were doing the Team 7 Kakashi kind of strategy. Watch out for each other's backs. They watched Naruto, I could tell.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you see these plays, you know, when they've got that kind of teamwork, that's definitely some Team 7 vibes going on right there for these teams. But that's going to be DLSU swinging things in their favor for the first time, I think, so far in this game. 8-7 now against Gearhawks, who were initially having a 3-round lead. So things looking good for DLSU, finding themselves back in the zone. Gearhawks, you know, it's got to feel bad for them. They definitely don't want to give this lead up.
Oh, the pole over there. Paint shells will be off the mark slightly. Wilson and the rest of Viridis Arcus, they're going to be stuck inside A side. Paranoia will be there. Here comes the shots going forward. Prez will get the headshot, the blind headshot over to Savvy AK, but Wilson takes the trade. Addy looking forward. He will try to go for the blind. He will be blinding down Wilson. He will get the shots to the Sheriff. 3 for 4 right now as Gearhawks. They are leading the manpower as Viridis Arcus, they're able to plant over at A side. The rest of Gearhawks, they have to move in forward. One from ramps, one from there. Rico already there, already positioned, ready to go.
Yeah, a bit of a pincer situation here. DUP, 1 from spawns. There's 2 flanking here. Ian Des and the Jet as well. Let's see what they can do with this. Slowly, they're moving in. Rico just waiting here in heaven in case anyone comes through from vents, but they saw the turret. They know there's a flank. Addy gets one onto Tan. Rico gets 2 though. It's only Rico left on the attack. He gets clipped, and then there's the ult just to secure the defuse. There is no way they're going to win that round, and TUP going to secure that and make things even.
Man, we predicted 13-11. We might as well go for a 14-13 at this point. 8-8, man, split really doing in favor for Gearhawks. They are matching up to the standards of Viridis Arcus in this game number 2.
Oh man, it's really back and forth, and yeah, like you said, this could very much go into overtime here with the way things have been going for our teams. Looking at the buys, and op for Germanium. Looks like he's gonna hold A here because they know that DLSU likes to go for the rush onto A side. Let's see though, he did go for a half shield, so Germanium gonna have to be careful.
Concussion over there. Tries to go for more P8 Tan, who will get via the ball bans. Tan will be damaged. So sad. Gets that part properly.
All right, we see the bomb was left close to spawn, so they're gonna play this one a bit slow. See if they can get some picks before going for the commitment. 3 members
You
go
should
here
run.
on mid, and it's Addy alone waiting in vents. The lockdown is placed. They have a feeling this is happening. TUP playing it safe here. Gonna try and push them out. Gravity well, trying to go for the combo again. There's so many waiting here in this cubby. Addy just putting down the flash, just trying to confuse them. But Prance gonna find one. Ian Des finds one as well. 2 members here. Oh, Savvy with the 2K. Looking for more here. He's got 17 HP left though. That's gonna be so sad. He is gonna find him, and it's only Susage left.
Man, everything was chaotic. All I could do was laugh on the background. Oh, he was checking Evans, but no, Ian Des was there. Not there. Currently. It's gone. Get the glitch pop.
Oh man, you gotta see this replay though. Just
Yeah.
that was Savvy playing this one so well despite all the things just flashing on the screen. I would have panicked and out the fort in that situation, but Savvy keeps his composure, sees all these abilities, and he's still forced to get the 2K there. Unfortunately though, Gearhawks, they did have the numbers advantage to start with, so they will secure that round 8-9, and they've got the showstopper as well. Bladestorm is also up there for Tan, so the duelists see if they can use their ults here.
Everything was good. All right, Germanium, just go for the operator. Sean doesn't get any kills.
Covering it.
Man, you were talking about Savvy. A very hectic, tight schedule still manages to win the day. He did die at the end, but, you know, 2 points. Sure, get it.
Yeah, one of the consistent, loyal players here for DLSU ever since Season 1. Really just been able to help
Okay.
bring his team to victory. But right now, we're seeing an approach here onto the ramp.
Gets the kill. The Blade Storm by Tan. Gets the kill instantly. Tan was moving it forward. Very, very atrocious right now as you Ian Des inside. Sees down Ringo. Takes him down. On the right side, though. Gotta be careful, though. Both Tan. He will get some kills. But an instant trade there by Tan. 3-4-2 right now as Gearhawks. They will be down short by a manpower. Susage instantly with the plant. Gwelson could be moving it forward over and around. Whatever this screens. Ropes in screens could be there. Germanium with the operator. He has to be a bit more patient. Unless he makes a bit of a mistake, he will not be able to get the shot.
Yeah, he's gonna back off here on the spawn. So, yeah, go for the gravity well, but he's spotted out on the rotation. Wilson gonna take him out. Germanium gets a pick with the up. He's going for the classic. Gets one. There's only one left. It's a 1v1 here. Brings the up, back up, knows that the other guy's waiting in elbow. Goes for the defuse. He has the knives up. He still has it up. Will he go for this?
All right, Germanium.
It's not on half tick. I don't think there's time. Oh, so close there for Germanium, but DLSU able to hold it out. It's 9-9, and man, Juicy Brucey, these guys keeping us on our toes every second right now.
No one wants to lose. No one wants to lose at this point. Gearhawks, they feel the pressure. If they lose, they're out. De La Salle, Virtus Arcus, they know that they still have one more life to go for, but they don't want to be giving that life away too. They want to be finished at 2-0, clean slate, baby. They want to be fighting up against Aitamaros up next. But Gearhawks, they're the main blocker in there. They're like, we're gonna give you a hard time. You're gonna win, but not so sure this time, because we're gonna be fighting. All gears will be turned for this match.
Yeah, Gearhawks definitely not making it easy for DLSU. Susage trying to find a pick, but Addy finds him instead. Now that's 3 ults up here for Gearhawks to this round. At least in terms of ultimates, definitely in favor of Gearhawks if they do decide to commit. Right now, though, the whole team of Virtus Arcus is split up. We see Savvy, though, we're going to rejoin his team and walk up mid.
He will. Prance moving in forward. He does have Showstopper. 4 vs 5 right now. He does see a Rico. Tries to go for the wall bats. Pain Shell's there with a jumping Pain Shell. Will be off the mark for sure. Glitch Pop back already committed. Boombot will be there too. Moving forward to towers. Prance does have Showstopper. He did confirm 2 people are there. Quelson, the rest of the guys. They're going to be changing forward. They're going to be going down ropes. Germania will get Savvy 8K though. 5-4-3 right now is Gearhawks. They are great in manpower. Their human resource management is pretty great.
Yeah, they were about to go for the rotation onto B, but we saw Savvy just went down. Now there's a bit of hesitation here. Gwelson trying to find someone to tell. He's caught. Addy trying to go for the defense there with the utility, but Germanium finds one. Finds another, and that's going to be the pick. So sad. Finishing the kill there. And Gearhawks not letting up. They still have the 3 ults here. Showstopper up as well for Prance. And let's take a look at that replay.
Man, just look at that. Germanium.
Probably play some
It's his operator power. Once he touches the this operator, he activates. I guess.
Yeah, and it's definitely looking better on the operator in this game compared to the first one. You know, he actually able to hold out those angles and really be a threat to the rotations here of DLSU, who are now around behind. Earlier, they were in the lead, but TUP able to bring it back. Right now, though, DLSU have the Empress and Showstopper up for them, so this could be an opening for sure as we enter a bit of a pause to see if they can hold and try and regain this lead for themselves.
The score is currently 9-10, right? Is it 9-10? I can't see it. It's super. Oh,
Yes,
it is
9-10. Oh, looking at the pick'ems, like I said, DLSU, the fans coming through, you know, trying to help them secure this second game. You were talking about, you know, the standings, Juicy Brucey. DLSU, you know, being in their position right now, they don't want to give up this game. You know, they don't want Gearhawks to have the chance to push this to a game 3. So they really want to make sure, you know, they secure that semifinal spot and face Itamaraos as we resume the game here. Going to be a very big round, I think, here. But actually, DLSU, because they lost that previous round, they're going for the save. It's only Sheriffs and Frenzies. Maybe the ult might be able to help them secure this one.
Showstopper could be like their game changer. It might just stop the show for Gearhawks. They don't want to be giving away this lead. Even if it's a save round, I'm sure they're still going for that 10/10. They don't want this to be a 9/11. Getting closer to the set round. Pretty slow right now. Virtus Arcus, they do understand the situation that they are in. They're going to be holding all the angles as of the moment, and Gearhawks, they're more than confident to approach this round. None of them are not minding that much.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think the approach here, DLSU, they've got Guelson here and a couple of the other members on the Sheriff. They just want to find a couple of maybe headshots there. Tap some heads, you know, open up a site, and then that's when you go for the commitment. Slowly, we see them walking up here onto Heaven B. Gonna clear out that little corner there before Sabi commits to the push, takes out the turret as the dash comes in from Tan. Now we see most of the members of TUP, they know this is happening, rotating from spawn all the way to B. The Nanoswarm, though, comes through. No plant just yet, but we see Killjoy hiding just to check if any ults will come through, because TUP has 3 ults here. They could easily pop this and secure the round.
They can. They have an ult from the Astra, too. All right, here we go. Virtus Arcus already -1. They are able to get the plant, Virtus Arcus. As Gearhawks, they're going for the post plant. Germania will get down the Blaze Storm over to Susage. Germania will be moving in forward too. He does see some enemies with only 2 people left. He's going to tailgate away, moving forward, make the 4K. Gets the classic, tries to go for the shot. Blind Dust trying to go for more. Iron Desudo will be going down as France gets down Rico. And they will go for the plant. I mean, Iron Desu gets the defuse.
Yeah, that was a Blade Storm being activated there by Germanium to just really make sure they secure that round. We see him get one as he goes for the headshot here with the knives, and then the rest of his team actually got 3K there in total, of course, along with the Blade Storm. So, of course, that was a save there for DLSU. Now they will go for the buy and maybe pop the Empress and Showstopper this time around. But there's the op as well for Germanium, so they will be holding onto A Heaven here, I think, or on ramps.
Another buy round for Virtus Arcus. But it's getting kind of, choky point at this time. It's 9-11. 1 point goes up. Oh, Germanium, that was jumping, moving away. He gets the shot to Tan. Oh, no. With their main duelist out of the game, it's up to Guelson and the team to moving forward, trying to get for the 11-10. They have to be closer right now. Guelson, though, he does have 1 Lear minus away.
Yeah, this is a lot of pressure on the team. Like you said, Empress and Showstopper are still up for the duelists, so they can definitely still create some space. The question is, can they get the frags, the picks, and secure the site? Right now, Gearhawks, there's 3 people stacked onto B, but they're not sure where the commitment is. We see the spike is on Killjoy, who's all the way at A, but we see him finally rotating through spawn. Gonna slowly make his way to B here. Showstopper up for Gearhawks, though, as well. Astra with the wall. So this could go either way here.
Dark Coverage will be there. Pain Shells over to the entrance of Garage. Empress will be committed by De La Salle. Wilson could be moving in forward. There is a star there. Gotta be careful. The dark covers. He's gonna see everybody else. Gonna take one press. Is out. He will try to go for more shots. Gets the headshot over to Andy's having 8K. Gets down so sad. With only 2 people remaining for DLSU University, it's only them. Gets the operator shot. Germanium takes down Wilson.
Spike
Here comes
planted.
Rico planting already. The spike has been planted. Germanium is holding his angle.
Time out.
With only 3 people left for Viridius Arcus. What can they do? Gearhawks, they could do for more. Ayendesu tries to go for the wall banks, no damage whatsoever. Germanium pops in the Vandal. He knows this operator shot is a bit too risky. Gets on the bot, tries to go for the shots. Rico will get it. Attackers will win. 10-11 is the score right now. De La Salle, they get it.
Oh, Germanium with the early pick, but it doesn't matter. Savvy, you know, and no, actually Guelson with just a huge play there, able to get a couple of picks. We see Germanium, he opens up, like you said, with that pick. But even if Germanium finds the first, it's Guelson who actually helps to close out that round for DLSU. You saw him sneak through heaven. And I think this was I saw a smoke, I think, the Nebula come through for Astra, which limited the vision of their own team. So that kind of bit them in the butt there towards the last few seconds of that round. We see a pause come through here for... actually, I can't be sure which of the teams went for this pause, but regardless, I think both teams kind of needed a breather because it's been such an intense back and forth between these two teams here. We might hit overtime, just considering how these teams have been toe-to-toe with each other.
I mean, here we go, Germanium. He does have his operator already. 10-11 is a score. I think it's a lot of pressure right now for Viridius Arcus. They're the team right now who just really wants this to 2-0. I think none of these teams, I mean, Viridius Arcus, they can't afford to be like, I don't know, maybe they can't afford to have another decision match. It's gonna be a bit too taxing, I guess. But, you know, having a 2-0 clean slate is a lot more better than going for another game 3. It's still going to be taking some toll in your playstyle, in your playthrough, and it gives out your playstyle already to Gearhawks. Like, this is how we play. Gearhawks could already be adjusting. If they take this win, the momentum could also build up for Gearhawks.
For sure, for sure. I mean, you know, putting, again, yourself in the shoes of DLSU, you really want to set yourself up for a 2-0 so you avoid giving more chances for Gearhawks to learn, like you said, learn your play style, adjust, and then go for the game 3. Right now, though, we're seeing a bit of a rush here onto A side. Tan is already up on ramps. It's up against Prance here, close to heaven. The smoke is going to come through, though, so that's going to slow him down a bit. No commitments yet. The lockdown coming through, though. This could be the commitment here finally from DLSU as they slowly walk up onto site.
Lockdown will be there. Lear committed already. Savvy 8K. He's going for the boom ball. Will take down the bots too. He has got to go. The Omen's taking a lot of damage with the nano swarm. Susan Chastu moving forward. Killjoy will be there. The defender Killjoy will be using his very own lockdown with just the plant. More than perfect. Post plant will be done. Viridius Arcus, what can they do to defend this? It's still a 5 versus 5 right now. Gotta be careful. Gearhawks, if they win this round, they will have the match point. Has to be careful.
Yeah, there's not much space here for DLSU to work with. They're going to have to be very careful. Prance spotting one out there. Close to the pillar. He's actually going to jump in with a showstopper. Does he find anyone? Throws one onto hell, and all of a sudden, trades happening all over the map. It's a 3v2, still in favor of DLSU. So sad, going onto the side, tries to find one, but Germanium takes him out. He's the only one left here. 2 members of the attack. Germanium can't see them. Trying to go for the defuse, but he's taken out Susage with the 3K. And DLSU able to bring this one round away from securing their spot in the semifinals.
Oh my god, I hate and love this game so much. It's heart racing, man. I mean, holds, there's like a minute of holding. 10 seconds in, everybody just dies across the map.
Yeah.
What is this? Somebody give me like a breather. Come on.
Gearhawks,
Arcus.
These two teams definitely don't want to give us a breather here. That was my mistake. It's actually 2 rounds. This is even, but DLSU able to secure that. Oh man, if this is going to be an overtime, 13-11 might just come true here.
Look at this, Viridius Arcus, they're changing out their playstyle. They're very aggressive towards mid now. Germanium is still holding his shot over at screens. He can still go for maybe 2Ks, 1K, as long as he gets a kill, maybe able to trade. It's fine. They still didn't leave the spike alone.
Yeah, now they're just trying to create some space. We see the triple duelist here just kind of moving together as a unit there, moving towards Heaven B. So far, no one is stopping them.
shells.
We see the members.
Germanium!
Germanium gets one. He gets two. He finds three, but Tan
Okay.
is going to trade that one out. Okay, it's a 2v4 here. Huge from Germanium, but now it's going to be about the rest of the team just not making a mistake. Susage, he was here with a bomb on B. Spotted out there. And now it's all on Tan. Oh man, Germanium showing up big in defense.
Oh my god!
The trade there comes through, and TUP
Match point.
looking to extend this into a game 3.
Oh my, 13-11 or 14-13. It's either that. It's either go home or not at all. 11 is the score of Virtus Arcus, and it's just a point away. If they give this round, the pressure is gonna be boiling up right now. Gearhawks, they are feeling this. They're feeling this, but I'm sure pressure is also there. They've been in the lead this far. What can they do? They have to defend this. They have to defend this round. If they do this, we're going to a game 3. They are elevating the standards of the playoffs, man. Just look at this. I'm getting nauseous. Nausicaa, just by saying your IGN. The standards of playoffs, these two teams, they proved why they're part of the playoffs, man. Like, we're gonna give you a show. We're gonna give it to you right here, right now. Day number 1, game number 1. It's 11-12. It's building up so much, and there's even a boss. They want to collate their ideas. What are we gonna do?
Building up the tension, man, every second. It's just building up the tension here. And like you said, each of these teams, they have their own reasons to have these mixed emotions. DLSU, champions of season 1, able to make it to playoffs, and now, TUP, they've got such an interesting story as well. They're barely making it out of the group stages, just making it barely head-to-head against UST, who had the same standing as them before the group stages ended. And now look at them staring in the face of victory, at least for this game, to possibly extend things into a game 3.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm freaking out inside. This boss is supposedly short. It's taking too long. I want to see this to the end. Come on, game 3. Gave me nothing. I don't know. Nausicaa.
It could be 13-11. It could be overtime. It's just that's how it is here. In UAC, you can never tell.
You can never tell. Esports, man. Esports.
Esports.
What a field. What a field to be working on and to be witnessing right here. Day number 1. 1 minute 30 seconds. Everybody's holding their places. Virtus Arcus, they're gonna be standing strong. They need to have the wisdom of the Green Archer with themselves this time. Or will the Gearhawks soar higher with all the machinery that they polished themselves into this round? Here we go. Game 3, baby. Or whatever. I don't know what's gonna happen. Overtime, game 3. I don't know.
I'm sure TUP, feeling antsy right now. If they win this round, it's going to be so huge for them. On the defense, there's the Nebula actually being used on A main, so I think they have a sense of them being there in Garage B. We see a couple of shots fired there. No one committing onto a site just yet. Pain shells to slow down a possible push, but we see Savvy, I think, calling for a rotation.
45 seconds, man. 45 seconds. Everybody's there. No one's moving in yet. Gearhawks playing it patiently. Rico will be moving over to ramps, but there is some dark covers to cover the tracks. All right, some few wallbacks coming in over at Heaven. Rico knows there are people there. 77 HP. He has been tagged.
30 seconds
he has
left.
to be very, very careful. Tad. He does have the Blade Storm. He can still go for this. Fault line will be there, trying to stun anybody, but it will be off the mark. Rico. Smoke. Here we go. Blast back, moving forward. Virtus Arcus, they really want to go for the Germanium will get those 78k. That's already -1. 13 HP left. It's going to be so sad. Taking down V8. 3 people left. TUP, Manila, Gearhawks, Wilson is going to be there. He will not be going down. Germanium will get the kill. Spike is going to be planted. 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And it's a flawless for Gearhawks. We're going to game number 3. Gearhawks, they've stepped it up.
Oh my god, what a game there. And Germanium showing up when it matters, able to get a couple of picks to shut down that final attack for this game from Virtus Arcus. And the prediction was correct.
13-11.
13-11. We couldn't say who, but it was TUP at the end of the day. Gearhawks able to even things out in this best of 3. It's a 1-1. And Virtus Arcus, no, honestly, both teams are probably shaking right now.
Let me just clarify, this is live, this is not a replay. it was all with the grace of predictions, but man, Nausicaa, 13-11 and going to a game 3. If you were Virtus Arcus right now, how would you feel? You were so close. to closing up the series. How are you supposed to feel that way if that was you?
Yeah, I mean, one thing we were looking at before we entered this game, right, was the agent composition. We saw Virtus Arcus go for a triple duelist this time and still were unable to make it work, when they flip over to the attacking side. So now, Gearhawks, they have to feel good because they just won, I think, the first Astra game of the so far here in the playoffs. So they're setting a precedent here. They also had the breach. I'm so excited to see this third game and what kind of adjustments our teams are going to make.
And what a way to debut an Astra and just win the series in a very close-knit match. Anyway, guys, I think that was all about for game number 2. My God, Nausicaa, really excited for, before I go away. You're going to be with somebody else later. For game number 3, what are your predictions for the points? Maybe we'll do it twice the charm.
No, I'm thinking this might hit OT this time. This might actually go overtime between these two teams. That's what I'm expecting here. Just both teams keeping each other on each other's toes. Just such an intense series here.
Give me 16-15 for game number 3. Anyway, that's our first series for today. UAC, Alliance Cup. We'll be taking a very, very short break. We'll be back with more action in game 3. Virtus Arcus versus Gearhawks. We'll be back after this.
Why don't you watch me do my thing? Reinvent the world, yeah. Just to be more, just to be better, just to evolve, just to be more, just to be better, just to evolve, just to evolve. Every time the world spins round, reinvent 360. Thinking you gon' miss a good thing, yeah. Show the whole world, reinvent, nobody to no sign, be strong. You watch me do my thing.
Take it to the next level with Globe's fiber, LTE advanced, and 5G mobile connection. Now you have the power to reinvent your world. Globe.